Yo, what's good, guys? Notice the know-it-all here. Notice how my intro is a little bit lower energy, lower vibes. That's because I'm staying true to where I'm at. There's a lot of people who say, nah, push through it. Just pull it out of you. Gotta pull that shit out of you, Eminem. Just a lot of people, have different perspectives on things, okay? I believe in staying true to where I'm at, okay? Right now, I don't feel so enthusiastic. So does that mean that, I'm not going to be good enough right now to make a video? No. That means that right now, I still have some jewels that I can drop at the vibration that I'm at, okay? Why try to force something that really isn't, I don't understand that. Life has ups and downs. It has waves, okay? You want to catch the wave where you are at and ride the wave. Sometimes it's a big wave, sometimes it's a small wave. But if you choose to catch that wave, just ride it the way it is, okay? Don't try to pretend it's a bigger wave than it isn't. That's what a lot of people do with success, man. They'll start a YouTube channel and they act like they already have it or whatever. Like, my video right now is looking up at me. My camera is lower right now because my tripod is broken and I don't have the money to fix it right now. Like, how's that for transparency, okay? A lot of people say, people won't listen to you until you can prove that you already have success or you're already making money. You'll have lower conversion rates, etc., etc. Now, all that is true. Act as if I get it, pretend like you're already there and pretend like things are already good. Like, in the law of attraction crowd, they talk about, just believing that things already are. And then your vibration will match up to it, etc., etc. I've seen videos on it where, movies where, like, I forget what this movie's called, where this guy, like, acts like a pilot, and then he goes and becomes a pilot, all this stuff. Here's the thing with that, okay? If you are being insincere, I can't talk. If you're being insincere at one part of your journey, that's going to throw off your whole legacy. That's how I view it, okay? That's how I view it, and I believe that if you can be honest to where you are at all times and congruent to where you are, you will grow a loyal following, okay? Show people exactly what's working, exactly what's going on in your life, exactly who you are, and people will understand and relate with you better than this outer reach figure, especially if it's not you and they start poking holes in your story, man. They start poking holes in your story and they're just like, something off about this guy, okay? I know a few people that, started a huge brand, but it was based off of what they thought they were going to be, and then it didn't form into that. And then when people start asking questions, they just got to go with the story that they built up. It's like you tell one little lie, you got to keep building up lies to perch up that lie. You know what I mean? You got to keep telling a backstory and you keep going with it and going with it. And that little lie turns into a huge lie, and that's fucking VeggieTales. There was an episode where the little lie turned into a big lie. That's fucking real. Like, all these little, like, sayings and, like, parables and, like, religion and, like, Bibles and all these other religious texts, these things are all true. Like, these are all universal facts. Like don't change. They won't change all of a sudden. Like, gravity won't change all of a sudden. Like, the way things work is the way things are, okay? Things can change when we put our intuition to it and we become creative and we change things, but the way the universe works is the way the universe works, okay? So follow that and work with that divine knowledge. And, don't go against the grain with that shit. I'm going to put a little graphic or a video up on the screen right now that really just illustrates how I see success, okay? This guy is pushing this up a hill, and he keeps having to change the way that he's, going about it. Okay, is this going to work better? Is this going to work better? Is this going to work better? And he keeps adjusting his form, pushing this rock up this hill, okay? That's literally what success is. You have no idea how many times I started something and it failed. I started something and it failed. I started up again. I started up a different way. I try a new angle and it fails, okay? I've probably failed like 70, 80, 90 times in my life, it's coming up to 100. And I'm talking about big things like playing soccer for 7 years and like becoming an all-star in the sport, and then all of a sudden like messing up my ankle really bad. That's a failure. Like, I did not make it, but guess what? I learned a lot from that. And like, I can go on and mention tons and tons of things like basketball, baseball, BMXing, smoking weed. A lot of these things had very bad repercussions for me, but I also gained very valuable lessons from them. And yeah. So I mean, I guess you could say it wasn't a failure, but it is at this point in time. There's nothing that has propped me up. I have not gained success from anything yet. Okay. I've tried a lot of things, right? Music. You could call me a failed musician. You could call me whatever you want to call me. I was having fun with that, but I really, really did have a dream with it. And it was kind of fuzzy. It was a fuzzy dream, I always felt like music was like just something that was getting me through what I was doing, like, or where I was. It was like therapy to me. But it wasn't like, like Eminem, like, oh, this is like all I got, like, you know what I mean? No, I felt like I had more potential than just making music. And I'm not just saying that lightly. Music is the most powerful thing in the universe. It can change someone's emotion instantly, right? The only thing is, I felt like I couldn't get across my whole message in a song in 16 bars. That's why I like doing these videos, because I can keep talking and talking and talking. But also, I'm not the melodic type. I don't have melodies going through my head all day. I can't make beats. So that shows me that I'm not very musically talented. I can stay on beat. I can rap. I have like poetic, like, losing my train of thought here. Yeah, I don't know. I could spit bars, but the thing is, that is because of the way my brain works, and it doesn't have to be used in that sense or in that style. I don't have to rap to get out that talent, So there's a lot of things, but you have to realize you fail 99 times and you succeed that one time and you got it forever, okay? So you just keep adjusting, keep making, changes here and there, and eventually, that one success will lift you up forever. Like, I feel like I'm drowning right now because I have all these ideas, but I can't even put them into like action because I don't have any money to like make it happen, right? So there's a few ways to make money when you don't have money. It takes a lot of hustle and some luck. Okay, nothing is just like instant. Like, most of the time you have to spend money to get money, right? I have a few ideas to make money out of thin air. One is arbitrage. You can use arbitrage. So that would be like finding something at a price somewhere that is a different price somewhere else, and then just being the middleman, right? The only thing is, if you don't have money, how are you going to buy that in the first place? Well, here's the thing that you can do with the internet now. There's digital products and stuff like that you don't have to give the person right away, right? So like, if someone paid you for something, you could take their money and go buy it somewhere else and then give it to them. Okay? That is very probable and plausible to do on the internet, possible, whatever. And that's one of my game plans. I want to do some flipping with traffic, solo ads, and do some freelance flipping where like people want to like buy a website, and they'll say like, okay, like they'll pay me $500, and then I go and I get their website built using somebody else who's charging me $300, right? So it's like a $200 profit right there. The only thing is, with that, you have to like have experience on a freelancing website, so then they'll hire you, or be very persuasive. But as long as I know what I'm gonna give to them is gonna be worth their while, it's like one of those things you don't want to do for that long though, because like, how good do you feel about just like making a profit off somebody? It's like it's a way to start up. It's a startup capital way. Most people just say get a job, like, but yeah, all my money I saved up from like jobs that I had are all gone now from tests that failed. It's like, it's all gone. Like, I really am $2,000 in debt right now. Like, that's the way it is right now. I have game plans. Some of them are going to cost money. Most of them are going to cost money. So I feel like right now, at this point that I'm at right now, I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. But at the same time, I do have a lot to lose too. Well, there's always more to lose, okay? You can lose your life. You can, go more into debt. There's more things that could happen that are bad. So you still want to play it safe even when, but it's like when your back's up against the wall, you tend to be more creative, or you just like crumble, right? And like I have all these ideas, but then like I don't get to put them into action and they just crumble. Like, it's crazy. It's like crazy up and downs. And like recently what I've had to do is cut out people in my life that I love just because talking to them just makes my brain or my train of thought go off track. Like, and I can't even explain that to them because that would start a conversation, right? I'm like, oh, this is why, like, I have to, like, remove myself from your life because of this and this and this. And they're going to be like, whoa, and then it's like, then it's a conversation, right? I just have to, like, disappear. And I know a lot of people are feeling some type of way about my absence, but the thing is, they will understand later, and that's what matters. As long as my head's in the right place, we're all good, Like, if I'm reading a book, and I'm, like, getting all these ideas, I'm like, okay, I'm getting all this knowledge, and then I get a text from somebody, and they're just like, it might be something cool, I'm now distracted, okay? And that could make, like, a whole hour of my life disappear. Like, a whole hour gone. Like, I remember one time, I was doing this eBay hustle, and I was going back and forth, like, listing these items onto eBay, and I was, like, in the groove, in the mode, and then I got, like, one simple, like, distraction, and it threw me off for, like, 3 hours, and I was like, what am I doing again? And I completely left that out, and it never got done. Example. Snapchat just came in, took me off from my video right now. So you have to be ruthless with yourself, okay? With success. To get there, it's going to take everything that you have, okay? That is if you want true success, okay? You need to be 100% focused. Like, the idea, like, my dream, my goal now is it's so, like, risky and out there, but the reward is so high if it works. And the only thing is, like, I'm, like, losing sleep over this shit. Like, my diet is all messed up. I'm, like, barely eating, It's just a process, man. It's just a process. Do what you gotta do. Keep your heart in the right place. Stay focused. There's a time and a place for everything, okay? There's a time and a place for everything. Anyways, notice signing out. It's just my frame of mind. Keep it real 100. Yo, life is a ride. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Woo! We in some beautiful ass place, dog. And it's like people are tripping on stuff they don't need to be tripping on, bro.